So, as I mentioned a few months ago in a previous video, we are getting a new gangster movie centered around the infamous Jewish mobster Meyer Lansky, a hugely influential and powerful organized crime figure who had ties to the likes of Charlie Luciano, the founder of the modern-day Italian-American crime syndicate. Lansky will be played by veteran actor Harvey Keitel, known for his roles in Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Bugsy, Mean Streets, Bad Lieutenant, and The Irishman. Evidently, no stranger to crime cinema. This is currently the only still available from the film, with Keitel in character as Lansky. The movie will also star Sam Worthington of Avatar fame, and is being directed by Aiton Rockaway. Lansky was in the organized crime world for almost 50 years and ran a global gambling empire, leaving a legacy of being one of the most financially successful gangsters in American history. Previous depictions of Lansky in film and television include him being a supporting character in Barry Levinson's 1991 film Bugsy, being in another 1991 crime film called Mobsters, being a supporting character in HBO's Boardwalk Empire, being played by Mark Rydell in a 1990 picture called Havana, and being the subject of a 1999 TV movie starring Richard Dreyfuss simply titled Lansky. Despite him appearing here and there in the entertainment medium, there hasn't really been a definitive Meyer Lansky film, so the new movie, which right now has the title Lansky, has a great opportunity here. I've got some new updates on this film, and the information in this video is completely exclusive. I can't say where exactly I got this news from, but let's just say it's inside information and leave it at that. So first things first, the movie is being directed by Rockaway and is based on interviews that Meyer Lansky had with Rockaway's own father. The story will follow an aging Lansky being investigated one last time by the feds, who suspect he has stashed away millions of dollars over half a century. He spins a dizzying tale, revealing the untold truth about his life as the notorious boss of Murder Inc. and the National Crime Syndicate. On to the new info. So the film is currently in the final stages of post-production. It's finished filming, it's finished editing, and right now the filmmakers are working on the VFX, the sound and the colour, etc. etc. The movie will be completed in December of this year and is scheduled to be released in the middle of next year, perhaps then a few months after the release of The Many Saints of Newark in March, the prequel film of the classic mob TV drama The Sopranos. In my previous video on the movie, I talked a lot about Harvey Keitel and how I felt he was a strong pick to play an older Meyer Lansky, but I was apprehensive at the thought that perhaps this was simply a quick high and by role for Keitel, where he doesn't do much and isn't in the film that much, and is only in it to give the film a bit of PR, which I suspected given the plot of the movie is about an older Meyer Lansky, played by Keitel, telling a story, and that story being told in flashbacks where a younger Meyer Lansky is played by John Magaro. So it's definitely a possibility that Harvey Keitel will not be in the film that much, and instead most of the film is comprised of the flashbacks. Well, I've been told that Keitel is in fact the lead in the film and the main character. And not only that, but the filmmakers believe that Keitel gives one of the best performances of his career. The movie is a crime drama, and when discussing the tone of the film, the names of movies like Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather and the Coen brothers' Miller's Crossing came up. The movie is also highly influenced by Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas and Casino, containing the energy and humour reminiscent of those films. One of the other things I talked about in my previous video was the apparent lack of pedigree around the movie, keeping my expectations measured. After all, if Harvey Keitel is the only major player in the film, then who really knows how good it's going to be? But I've been informed, however, that there's quite a bit of experience behind this project. One of the editors is Steven Rosenblum, a 3-time Oscar nominee who worked on films like Blood Diamond, Braveheart and The Last Samurai. The other editor, Martin Hunter, worked on Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Due to the COVID pandemic, Michael Schrover was brought in to do additional editing, the editor of Creed and Black Panther. There's a fair few other notables like Oscar-winning Niv Adiri doing the sound design, and the film's soundtrack being done by Hans Zimmer's company 14 Street Music. So the movie is not necessarily as obscure and indie as I first thought, and the individual or individuals I've spoken to are confident the film is good. A trailer is likely to drop around April of next year, and in any case, my source has said that when the trailer is about to drop, I'll be the first to know. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.